Sovs.
Oi oi, you beautiful metal magpies. Welcome to Brits and Sovs, the channel where we talk about graded Britannias, sovereigns and other British coins. We give them the full roast dinner treatment, so grab a brew, slap a biscuit on the saucer and let's get into it. Because today we're talking about a coin that's rarer than a parking space outside Greg's at lunchtime. The 1991 quarter ounce gold Britannia in proof 70. And you know how we kick off around here. It's time for your weekly dad joke. Why did the coin sit on the couch all day? Because it couldn't change its ways. Pure vintage cheddar, that one. It's the sort of joke that makes your nan smirk while stirring the custard. Let's rewind to 1991, shall we? We had Terminator 2 blowing up cinema screens. Arnie was back, and harder than a week-old crusty loaf. Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Nintendo were scrapping it out for who could nick the most pocket money. And in world news, the Soviet Union packed it in just like me Uncle Dave after 2 pints and a doner. It was also the year we got Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit. And just like this coin, it's iconic, moody, and makes you feel like a legend just for owning it. Now onto the label, 1991, G Britain, the £25 face value, might buy you a meal deal today. But this beauty, it's a full roast with all the trimmings and 2 Yorkshire puddings on the side. Now mine's a 69, still top tier. The difference between a 70 and 69 is a 70 is like doing an exam and getting an A star. And every question right, whereas getting a 69 is still getting an A star, but maybe one question wrong. Now, if you've got a 70, I'll swap you for my Nan's Jam roly-poly. No? Alright, serious note, if anyone's got a PF70 and fancies selling, drop me a message if the price is right. None of that Del Boy markup, alright? PF means it's been minted with more care than your mum's Sunday china. 69, nearly flawless. Like spotting a clean pub carpet. Not quite perfect, but still deserves respect. Ultra cameo. That's the frosted look. So sharp, it makes Simon Cowell's haircut look soft. And here's the kicker. There's only 4 in PF70. 4! And just 15 in PF69. That's rarer than a polite Q in a Weatherspoons. And you know why? Because the 90s were the forgotten era of Britannias. After the first 3 years, 1987 to 89, where everyone was all ooh shiny, collectors suddenly got distracted, probably by Beanie Babies or their Tamagotchis croaking. They thought Britannias were a fad, a gimmick, like Frosted Tips or Mr. Blobby, so they stopped buying them, and worse, stopped grading them. That's why 1990s Britannias in PF70 are like finding a full English at Heathrow for under a tenner. It just don't happen. The 90s Britannias are the Craig Charles of coins, proper underrated and only now getting the recognition they deserve. Now let's chat specs. Weight 1/4 ounce of fine gold, purity 91.67% gold, but instead of copper, like the early years, they chucked in silver for this one. Makes it gleam brighter than a chippy sign at midnight. It's like the difference between instant mash and proper buttery spuds. Same idea, but levels above. Flip her around, reverse side, and you've got Britannia herself, standing proud, looking like she's about to take on the world, or at least file a noise complaint with Poseidon. Designed by Philip Nathan, she's got trident in hand, shield at the ready, flowing robe, like she's just stormed out of a British drama shouting, "I'm not having it, Martin." She's not your average damsel. She's more Olivia Colman meets a weathered lighthouse keeper. Strong, dependable, and probably not afraid to throw a slipper at you if you act up. Spin to the obverse, and there's her Madge, Queen Liz II, looking like she's about to announce the bingo numbers at the palace. That's Raphael Maklouf's portrait, probably the glamorous version of her ever struck. That crown's sitting taller than a teenage lad's hair in the Britpop era. The text says Elizabeth II, DG Reg FD, Latin for I own a lot, now pay your telly licence. If Britannia's the pub landlord, the Queen's the one that owns the whole chain, calm, confident and slightly judging your outfit. So to wrap it all up, the 1991 quarter Britannia is a forgotten masterpiece, shoved to the back of the drawer like a Tesco club card you thought was expired. But those who've clocked onto it, they're laughing. rarer than a sunny Glastonbury, better looking than a roast with no sprouts, and more iconic than a red phone box in a snowstorm. If you're sitting on a PF70, you've got yourself the jewel of the 90s. If not, get digging. And if you've got two, do the right thing and send one to old Dave here. Right, I better leg it. The missus is dragging me round the mother-in-law's for dinner. I don't want to say her cooking's bad, but even the dog pretends to be full. I've been feeding the leftovers to next door's fox. He's not been seen since. If someone offers you top-grade Britannias at face value, tell them you'd rather eat cold toast with no butter. Laters, my beautiful magpies. And don't forget, stack high, stay golden.